What are your two pet peeves?
So I think two of my biggest pet peeves would be when I'm trying to sleep and there's any noise, particularly two things. So like breathing or snoring and clocks ticking.
If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
I would go on lots of holidays if I won the lottery.
What are your top three favourite foods?
Top three favourite foods, I'd say chips, biscuits and pizza.
If you could speak any language, what one would you want it to be?
I'd say French because that's the language I already know a little bit of.
And then finally, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
Probably when I used to teach maths and I'd get the maths wrong.
What are your two pet peeves?
Walking and parking spaces.
If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
Buy my granddad a new house.
What are your top three favourite foods?
Chicken and broccoli and rice.
If you could speak any language, which one do you want
Spanish.
it to be?
Spanish.
And then lastly, what's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
I don't know. Maybe got so drunk I thought I could walk.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
TikTok, probably. I feel like it just morphs people into completely different people from who they are.
If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
If I won the lottery, I'd, spend most of it on cars.
What are your top three favourite foods?
One, garlic bread, and then probably when you go to a Chinese takeaway, you have, what is it called, vermicelli or something like that? When you get a Chinese takeaway, that's quite nice. Actually, no, pizza. Pizza is probably just like a standard, like pepperoni pizza is probably one of my favourite foods.
If you could speak any language, what one would you want to speak?
Probably German.
And what's the most embarrassing thing you've done?
Fall over on a bus. That's something I did recently. I was standing at the front. I was standing at the front of the bus, right? But a cat ran into the road, and the bus did an emergency stop. And I sort of went, yeah, and then I went flying and hit the front of the bus.